I'd like to welcome you to our GIA teachers meeting. I'm glad that you can watch this video and make sure that you got all the announcements that we have to make. We were going to have this meeting last night, but I'm very thankful that we had Martin Luther King Jr. Day. And one of the things I was thinking about was all the quotes. I liked looking on Facebook yesterday because I got to see all these really profound, wise quotes from Martin Luther King Jr. And so one of them I actually picked out to read to start our evening out. And it's called, "Life's most persistent and urgent question is, what are you doing for others?" As teachers, I think that is probably the thing we need to ask ourselves every day. What are we doing for others? I know that that's an important thing in our Christian walk. And it's very easy to get self-absorbed and busy. I think busy is probably the thing that distracts us the most from helping others. But I think as teachers we need to make an intentional decision every day to see how we can do things for other people. Let's bow our heads for prayer. Dear Heavenly Father, thank you for being with us. Thank you that we can have this meeting. And I pray that you be with each teacher that works for GIA, be with their students, Lord, and help them to have a successful year. Be with us in this meeting. In Jesus' name, amen. Okay, as sort of like last time, we're going to have different faculty members give short presentations and announcements. And so we're going to start with Kathy, and she can tell you a little bit about herself.
Okay, I'm Kathy Awasa, and I'm the Registrar Associate Principal. And one of the best bits of advice that I got when I first started teaching was to keep an appreciation file. And what they told me was, for those days that you just feel like quitting as a teacher, that's when you're going to go to that file and you're going to remind yourself why you're doing this day in and day out. It worked. It was one of those things that I've actually kept throughout the years, and when I would look at it, it kind of made me want to be a better teacher. It made me at least realize that some kids were paying attention, and it kind of spurred me to continue growing as a teacher. So we figured that if we appreciate being appreciated, so would our students. So for the past few weeks, we've been highlighting different students in our K-12 meetings. And we would like to encourage teachers to start doing that as well. Since you pretty much have the most contact with our students, the closest contact, we would like to know if there are students that are working exceptionally hard, or maybe they have accomplished something that you were quite sure they were going to, or if they maybe have told you about some outside accomplishments, some leadership positions or whatever. Maybe they're just really nice kids. We want to highlight them, and we want to send them a card. So if you would send your suggestions to LaRonda at laronda@andrews.edu, we'll be able to highlight those kids in our community meeting, send them a card, and let them know how much we appreciate them. We've already received responses back from some of the kids that we've sent cards to, and it was really a meaningful experience for them. So we just want our kids to know that they're loved and appreciated, and you guys will help us to do that.
Okay, thank you very much. Okay, the next person is Lamar.
Hi, once again, Happy New Year all. This is Lamar Nangle speaking. And one of the, areas in which we want to better would be communication. And one way to communicate with our students and, throughout grades is to use social media in an effort to increase productivity and productive yet effective communication. I think social media should be part of the learning environment. It's almost impossible for us to communicate to each student on an individual basis when we're trying to inform students of class updates or school closures, etc. So why not use social media? We have several virtual communities that could be used. This is a way to share information to a group of students. This is also a way for students to share what they otherwise would not share in the normal classroom setting here at Griggs. This also will encourage or help the bonding phase between teachers and students. You may see something that you may like, and that would help you to reach out, which is another theme that we have internally here at Griggs. So I encourage all of us, anyway, to check out and be part of the many virtual communities such as Facebook and Pinterest, Twitter, GIA Chapel, Instagram, and you never know, you'll be surprised to see how much you can learn.
Okay.
Hello everyone, my name is Alyssa Valenzuela. I'm the kindergarten through 8th grade coordinator here at Griggs. And what I wanted to share with you today was a neat way for you to share resources that are helpful for students. Sometimes you'll be checking things out and you'll say, you know what, my students would really benefit from this. So for example, I'm going to go ahead and share my screen and show you guys how to share resources with your students on your as a news item on your class page. So as you can see here, I have my 6th grade math page open. And let's say that as I'm browsing, I come upon Khan Academy, which is a great math resource for any grade. And as you come into subjects, come into math, 6th grade math, let's say I really want my students to be able to benefit from all the different tutorial videos that are on here. So I'm going to go ahead and get the correct URL, which is khanacademy.org, and I'm going to highlight it just like it is here. And then I'm going to come into my math homepage. And there's 2 ways that I can add a news item. I can either come here to where it says news, click down and put new news item, or I can also go into my edit course page, but I don't know if all of you have that. So I'm going to go in this way and click new news item. And the headline is going to be online resource, although you can name it whatever you wanted to. And then I'm going to go ahead and just paste my URL into here. And once that's highlighted, a neat thing that you can do that everyone might not know is if I highlight this and click on these little 2 links that are together, I can select that this will open in a new window for my students when they click on it, because they may not want to lose the page that they were on. So by clicking this, by highlighting the link, clicking new window, then update, whenever they click on that link, they're not going to have to lose their page. So then I'll type a little message. I'll say, I'll say, here is a great link that I wanted to share with you. It has many great online tutorial videos. And then, say that however you want to say it. And then as soon as you have it, you've edited, read back through it, go ahead and hit publish. And then when I go back to my main page, go down to the news item here and check it out. Here it is, online resource right here. Some of you may have your news item more in this area, and that's fine. You can do the same thing from there. So I hope this was helpful to everybody, and I hope that's something you can use to share good resources with your students.
Hi, I'm Lori Abbott, and I am the Apple Director for our NAD Apple Schools. And I am so glad to welcome you all to the next semester for our Apple Schools. Because very different than the direct enroll students. We are really encouraging our Apple schools to stay within their semester system. And I hope you noticed that so many of them actually had finished first semester in a very timely manner and are already working, some of them 2 or 3 weeks into their second semester course. And so I'm just really excited about that happening. And part of that is because you all were really on the ball with your grading as you saw that great number of assignments and tests that came through. The other thing I want to mention is this semester or this school year, we actually have several students in our Apple schools that have IEPs. And what happens in this process is I'm informed by the local school that the student has an IEP. The IEP gets sent to me, I forward it on to Kathy, and Kathy reviews it with her team. Once we decide that we can make certain accommodations, those accommodations are sent to you, the teacher, they're also sent to the local school, so they know what we're willing to offer through you, our teachers. And I just appreciate so much because this puts these students on the exact same playing field with everyone else, and allows them to grow and learn and feel really great about themselves. And that happens because you all are great teachers. So again, I just want to say that I really appreciate the help you've been giving to these IEP students.
Hello, I'm Rebecca Tedeschi, and I'm the manager for Desire to Learn. I'd like to start off by saying thank you to Sherry Warren for sending her recent course edits for physical science and using the new assignment correction report. I'd also like to remind you that everyone can find that report in the news item, My Home, and also on the course homepage. You just click on the link and it opens a PDF document and you're able to complete the document there on your screen, or if you feel better about printing it and keeping it beside you as you're working, that's an excellent way to do it as well. And then just make sure you scan it, send it to me, and I'll make those changes as quickly as I can. After we make those edits to questions and assignments, and those are mainly in the quizzes area, when you grade, you'll notice a red note when you're grading the assignment. The note says, this question is an old version as it was modified after the quiz was taken. This happens because we did make an edit on a question and D2L is just notifying you that that's not the current question, but it's okay. The students saw that question, they answered it, and the answer key is included there for you. So just go ahead and grade that question like you usually would. I'd also like to remind you that if you have students who are having problems in your course, a lot of times it will help them if you direct them to go to content and make sure they're reading all their instructions there. Also wanted to let you know that in the next day or two, you're going to notice that the login page for D2L has been improved and is new. If you have any types of questions or problems with that new page, just let me know. Thank you.
Okay, I'm very excited about there being a new page, Rebecca, a new landing page, because we've looked at that one for a while, so it'll be nice. I'm excited about the next thing I'm going to tell you. We are going to be launching probably 10 new courses, maybe even 12. We have launched several already recently, but hopefully by summer we're going to have a new geometry class, a new physics class, American government, algebra 2, accounting, world history, consumer math, senior math, U.S. history, chemistry, geography, and pre-calculus. That may even be more than 10. And we're going to look even at a couple others, but we're going to start with those. Hopefully in the next few weeks we're going to start with the first few. The first 3 that are going to be done are geometry, physics, and American government. So we will keep you updated. So some of you for a while might be teaching the old course and the new course at the same time because we have to finish the students off in the course that they have. But that's a very encouraging thing for us, and so we will just let you know, and I'm sure you'll hear from me because I'm so excited about it. Okay, so next is Gabs.
Hello, everybody. My name is Gabriella. Everybody calls me Gabs. And I'm the enrollment coordinator here at Griggs. And I'm going to be telling you about our, that we are all of us that you see on the screen today, we have all become mentors recently. I mentioned in our last teacher meeting that something that we were wanting to implement were something called similar to faculty families. And we have now implemented a similar program here at Griggs, and we have all become mentors. And what this means is that each one of us has a list of our students that we are in charge of. These will be like our little babies. We're going to be taking care of them from the time that they enroll until they finish their courses. And what the main point of this is so that we can build a relationship with them, and they can have someone at Griggs that they feel comfortable talking to. So if they have an issue with grades or finances or anything, they know that there's somebody at Griggs that they can reach out to and that will be able to help them. So we'll be like the middle person for this between the student and administration, between the student and the teacher. And you as teachers, if there's something, if there's an issue that you and the student need to resolve, you can also reach out to us and see who that student's mentor is so that that person can help you out as well. So this is something new. We just implemented it last week. So we're hoping that it goes well. And this is all just a part of something that Lamar was mentioning earlier about communication with the student, how important it is, and that they need to feel like they belong to a school and that we care about them. So we have now all become mentors.
Okay, Barb?
Hi, I'm Barbara with Student Support. There's two things I wanted to talk to you about this afternoon. And first of all, I'd like to say thank you to everyone who has just sent a quick email to let me know that there was a death in the family or some kind of issue. They've been in the hospital, and we've been able to send cards. And so I really appreciate that you have let me know. And so I just encourage you to contact me when with names of students. Okay, students that are behind, when you enter your grades, kind of track to see if there is a student that's behind. Maybe send them an email encouraging them that you're looking forward to their next test. If there's other issues involved with why they are behind, contact me so we can meet those needs. Another thing we've started is peer tutoring, where we want to use students that are excellent. And you're the ones that have contact with them. So if you would please contact the Rhonda or myself with names of students that you feel that could be part of our peer tutoring, we would appreciate that. Kim is going to continue tutoring with math. So we are just waiting for you to submit the names, and then we can get it all organized. Thank you.
Okay, good. The other thing I wanted to mention is that we have about 20 people on the Griggs Teachers Facebook page, and that is a private page. Only people that are members can actually see those comments. And we want you to be active. We want you to post things on there. It is, as the reason for it is to really build community among ourselves. And I think if we have a community and we connect, we can help our students even more. And that's even a good place for you to brag about a student or brag about a situation and help keep us informed of things that you learn about the students. We give announcements there, so if you can possibly join that Facebook page, if you haven't, it'd be a great place for you to find out more. We try to put little professional development things on there, or even things to help you on D2L. We still, we will communicate with email also, but it's just a quick, easy place to get more information. I want to show you, I'm going to share my screen. what I want to show you is just a little bit of a reminder of what it means to be a great Griggs teacher. One of the first things that's very important to us, and we've been doing a lot of emphasis on, is know your students. And you can see here, I'm Skyping with, we actually call this guy Dr. K, but just getting to know your students, whether it's by email or Skyping or whatever it might be. You can send regular emails, but however you can connect with that student, it's so important, and it can make a big difference in their learning. If they feel like they're connected to you and that you care about them, they will work harder for you. Then I also want to remind you to give thoughtful and regular feedback. If you look at the first one, it's sort of not exactly the kind of feedback we want you to have. Hello, Charles. You would have passed this assignment if you were not lazy. Please do your work. Read the assignment. Probably there's times we feel like saying that, but instead I would like you to try to help Charles. Hello, Charles. You're having trouble with the multiple choice questions. Help me understand why they are difficult for you. Are you reading the content section of your lesson? Is something confusing to me or to you? Please let me know how I can help you. Miss, I care. Okay, so it's important for us to take a little more time and give feedback, and appreciate the feedback that you do give to the students. Here's a copy of the form that Rebecca was talking about, where you actually go to D2L, you find this form on your D2L page, and you can turn in things that you feel like they need to be corrected on D2L. And this will be very, very helpful to Rebecca. Do things that you think will help keep your students motivated. Maybe that's just to send them an inspirational picture, poster type thing via email, or